Brian Ritsuno here. Today I want to share with you the importance of taking care of the details. At the end of the day, what really matters are details. Because small things actually can make good things great, bad things good, and might avoid certain type of catastrophes or possibly a deterioration of relationships. If you really think about this whole like being in a really great place on Earth, it's not the major things, like obvious things that what we get into trouble. Like just a small thing that you overlooked or not really paying attention to or not careful. And even I can think of it like not paying attention to the detail. Your business might not going that great, or your investment strategy didn't quite work. It's somehow the detail is actually really the matter. And I didn't quite, when I was back in the day, didn't quite understand this importance of like paying attention to the details, really focus on it. So I just want to get things done as soon as possible. Faster is actually important so that you can actually iterate rather quickly. But then without taking care of the detail and then you just go fast, that leads to cutting corners and skipping the essential steps. So you're basically just doing something knowing that it's going to fail. So I really didn't know this. And so I was just kind of going through the motion and then try to do a lot of things, but then it didn't reach anywhere. But then I kind of start realize that a lot of people, that the product or service that what's great or what's excellent, what are the difference, right? And then when you notice, what I noticed something is that it's the details that what matters. Like for instance, like any sort of, just look at the things like goods that you like. Generally speaking, that the details are different. Maybe on the outlook, if you're not really careful, you might not be able to tell. But then if you actually see, like let's say even computer, right? Your favorite computer, if you look at it, why it's favorite? Because of the details that it's different and it's exceedingly better. So once I realized, and when I start paying attention to details, and just to take care of the detail, I gave myself just extra time. Things gets a lot better. So yeah, I mean, the details is like such a small thing that it's not quite that easy to recognize what that really means, right? So we will go through like some of the issue that we have to actually watch out, or things of nature. What first, talk about why it's so important, right? The best things is like really thinking about your daily life. Let's say it's easy things like your health, right? Just a little bit of sugar. I mean, like maybe it's not a little bit, but let's say 1 cup of frappuccino or 1 cup of some kind of sugary drink. That's a small thing if you really think about this, in the scheme of things. But then that little things adds up, and then you become diabetes, right? And then for instance, like a relationship, like when you not paying attention to like a cleanness a little bit, and then people start getting like pissed off at each other, or a little slight attitude problems. Everything else is great, but then just a little things, you guys are not working out, and then get out of control. And even the friendship, right? One small thing kind of deteriorates, right? Like one instance, somebody was, unintentionally disrespectful, and then that turned into a major issue. And I mean, there's like a really famous anecdote is where you ask a murderer saying why you're here. It's like, oh yeah, one guy didn't pay back like $5, so I shot him, or whatever that is. Like just a small thing, and then you ruin your life. I mean, this is sort of negative things, but then if you think that if you flip like inverse thinking, and then how the details gonna make it better. I mean, if you really think about it, it's like a great art, let's say, and then okay, good art it's just lines, like slight lines, or just a little bit of colors difference. Like let's say if you're doing the painting, or the music, it's like something smooth, and then the other kind of mediocre ones, something is a little bit off. So it's really a detail is what really differentiate you're going down, or you're mediocre, or you're going up. So how are you gonna be able to really understand what is the detail that you should be very care, right? Because we can't really kind of live life in nitpicking, like, okay, this is that. It's pretty annoying, and then it's not practical. I think that's where it comes to, you got to prioritize, like what's important for you, right? Like if something is really important for you, that's where you're gonna pay attention. Everything else, be more like not too much. It's just humans like capacity for attention is very limited. So you don't want it to spread out too thin. So when I say like caring about the detail, that doesn't mean that every detail should be concerned all the time. It's a focused detail. What matters to you in your life, make sure that then you care about the details. Prioritization. Now, so is it more like if you take care of the details, does that always work? It's just like, okay, I care about take care of details, and then the relationship is gonna go great, or like I'm gonna be successful. When you're interacting with other people, they might not actually notice. You might be in a different place, or different perspective, or whatever. So it's not like a foolproof, but then at the end of the day, you've done your best, right? Taking care of all the details, you've done everything, pretty much what you can. Then at the least, you have no regret. You've done it right. So it might not be always great, but then you are covered. And that's in life, that's pretty much what you can hope for, right? So yeah, it works, but then it's not like everything's going to be great just because of it, because we are interacting with other people that might not have the capacity or attention, or their priority is not there. We're interacting with a lot of different people. So don't take it personally if it doesn't work out. And yeah, just like I did, like what if I just want to get it done as soon as possible? Okay, if you want to get things as soon as possible, then I suggest you take care of the detail first. It might take actually a little bit longer than you imagine, but then if you do it, take that extra time will save you far more time down the road. So if you want to do it fast, take care of the detail first. Generally speaking, your initial plan, when you want to get it done, is unrealistic. and then it's a wishful thinking. So you don't want to just go along with that kind of schedule and then cut corners and then ignoring all these like important details. That's really a bad idea. It's a recipe for real disaster and wasting time and wasting money down the road. Especially if you want to do something really great in the future or something big project costing a lot of money, then care about the details, like who you have. When you hire somebody, even that, take extra time, vet it, make sure that everything is good, trustworthy people. Like just check as much as you can. That's very important. And another important thing is like you don't want to get bogged down. So I already talked about the bogged down in details. You know, you don't want to say this then doing this that, and then you just spend the entire day just thinking about the minute detail that nobody really cares, or you shouldn't even care. So that's when it comes to focus. You know, like prioritization and things. Like just pick something that you really care, and then the rest of them, I don't say like don't worry about it too, you know, don't care about it. That's not what I say. But they have some normal thing, you know, not pissing, you know, like not making it so messy or that type of thing. Just have some sort of like standard. Doesn't have to be like all the way to the top, you know, or delegate somebody that actually can do, you know, care about that particular thing that you don't really care, but they have them do it. And then that's a collaborative environment that extremely beneficial to everybody. Everybody feel like they're needed, and can have a great teammate situation here. So yeah, I mean, like this concept, like the principle of taking care of the details, will apply to pretty much everything in your life, right? Not necessarily everything, but you know, whatever you're concerned about, what do you care? I already gave you an example, so you know, yeah, I'm not going to repeat that here, but yeah, just think about what you want to right now, what you want to improve, right? Let's say writing or playing music or relationship or something. And just think about the detail. Okay, well, what I missed, or what can I do better a little bit here, you know, and then figure it out to improve those. And when you do, when you understand this importance of like the details, is really what really matters. Then your life focus is much clearer, and your excellence, like standard of excellence, is far more tangible, and then this is a necessary process, really, to for you to excel in anything, and really, you know, even when you do the investment, like a detailed analysis, detailed reasoning, that type of things. You know, everything is really. Of course, the macro is important, but then you know, when it comes down to it, that little tweak here or there, the decision that you make based on those like detailed research, that's where you make the difference between like your success and not. And I'm sure like once you done your homework, do your taking care of the details, then your result will take care of itself. Thank you for watching. Please share your ideas in the comment section below to help each other, and hit like and the subscribe buttons so you get notified of the next video. See you next time.